with the flow. On tank, on breezy, on smoke. We back at it like a bad habit. Cooked up another show, people gotta have it. We gon' talk how we talk, player. Everything we talk about is from the heart, player. Four dudes, different swag, different everything. Not the same, but we bond like a wedding ring. Whoa, we fantastic with the slick talk. Four waves, so you know we from a different walk of life. Tune in, better buckle up. Smoke might say whatever, gotta listen up. Breezy coming with the juice, take a good soul. You know your boy G Love fitting any role. So gather round, get your popcorn. Tune in, it's the Unks Showtime. I say showtime. Now it's go time.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's your boy G Love.
On Tank, on Breeze, on Smoke Day.
Welcome back to another episode of the Unks. And this is the Unks Show. And this episode right here is about parenting. But before we start, we're going to talk to the YMs. My message to the YMs, man, you know, being will be on this episode, don't rush life so fast. Don't be so fast to do things as an adult when you're a kid. Let the time like trickle, because you're gonna see that being an adult ain't as easy as you think. Okay, you can do what you want, you grown, but there's a lot more come with that, and you're not ready for that. It's a training situation every stage, every age. So take your time, man. Be patient. It's gonna come, and that goes for the young ladies as well. Relax. Don't have no kids so soon. You don't have to be like my mom and them. You know what I'm saying?
Tay and them.
Yeah. Protect yourself. Listen, sex ain't that important. Education is everything. Because the way this world going now, without education, you're going to lose. Without knowing how to work on computers and have your vocabulary together and know what words mean and what situations mean and what numbers mean, percentages mean, with everything, you know, without that, you're going to lose. And that goes for the young ladies and the young men. So that's my message to the YMs. Relax, take your time. Your time will come. And when they come, you be ready.
I agree with you. And my message to the young men is children don't need a perfect father, they need a present one.
Oh, that's a true story.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
Just be there. I mean, well, you know, you ain't have to be like man and them, you know, buying your kids, this, that, and the third. Education is more important than school clothes.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Definitely.
My message to the YMs is being a man isn't about making babies. It's about showing up when it's hard, inconvenience, uncomfortable. Yeah. I think that came out wrong, but still. Don't make these babies, you know what I mean, you know, just because you think you're a man or whatever.
Most of them come like I know where it was coming.
You know. But I mean, anybody can make a baby. Anybody can make a baby.
No, that's a true story.
You know, and it feel good making, you know, practicing. You know what I mean? But, you know.
No, but on some real, wait, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, because you know, I'm gonna breathe. Well, just stay on that topic. For you, my fault. Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of these kids out here are growing up messed up, because you got babies raising babies. And then not just that, a lot of these kids are being hurt, sexually abused, and different things of that nature because you're dropping your kids off to any goddamn body so you can go run the streets with boo-boo on them and do what they doing. Or so you can go chase that nigga over here and all that. Like, listen, once you have a kid, dog, that is the greatest responsibility in the world, especially for a woman. You don't want nobody else raising your kid, nurturing your kid. Please. That's why I say relax. Pay attention to what you're doing. Because once you had that baby, my mom don't want to watch her for real. She be all, oh, I want a grandbaby. As soon as that grandbaby comes, she don't want to fucking help you.
Nope.
You should cussing your ass out. Go get a job, this and that. But you had your mindset, I can do what I want to do. My mom want a grandbaby, so she going, no, it don't work like that. And I ain't going to say it don't work like that everywhere. It don't work like that 80%. Put it like that, especially in the black community. So my whole thing is just be patient, relax. And like Smoke said, man, don't be so fast, man. You know what I mean? You know, Bree, what you think, Bree?
My message is your children are watching how you handle stress, conflict, responsibility, and love. So always remember that they're watching how you handle this, and they're watching how you handle fatherhood.
Yeah.
So always do your best.
Your children are a reflection of you.
Yes, they are.
True story. It's a true story. And sometimes they don't be a reflection. Sometimes you get some smart kids, their brain function is totally different. You like, hold up, where the hell you get that from? I mean, but yeah. Yeah. So anyway, that's our message to the YMs and the young ladies. So let's start the show right here, right? So the first topic is, was fatherhood a life vision for you as a kid? And I started off, right? When I was a kid, I did want to have kids. I want to have 2 kids. That was my mission. I had 2 kids. And I wanted to treat them better than a father I never had, you know, and give them the jewels that I wanted, the things that I wanted when I was a kid, but I never received because I didn't have that father aspect. So I would basically give them, I wanted to give them the energy that I wanted to receive. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel as though I owed that to them because I didn't have it myself. So yeah, that's my explanation for that right there.
So me as a kid, I'm gonna say I was in and out on fatherhood. I wanted kids when I got older, and I didn't want kids. The point when I wanted kids, I was like, all right, I just want a boy and a girl. That's it. I just want 2 kids. I want a boy and a girl. That's it. Then other times, like, I don't want no kids. I just want to travel. I was selfish. I had like a selfish mindset back then. I was like, I don't want no kids, man. Kids' responsibility. I don't want no kids. So I was going back and forth. But as time went on, I had beautiful kids, and that's it. I mean, and I just I never really visioned kids. I visioned and I didn't visualize it. But yeah, that's it.
Well, fatherhood, my vision as a kid, I didn't expect to have any kids or whatever. That wasn't my big thing, having kids. I mean, I'm blessed with my 3 kids that I have now, and at 21, it hit me, okay, I'm having a baby. So I think I was 10 toes down, and then life threw me a curveball, he blessed me with 2. So was it something that I could handle at that time? No. 2 kids at once, twins, boy and girl. Listen, what they say is a rich man's family. Mm-hmm. That's an understatement. Don't listen. Yeah, you got to be a rich man, wealthy man, and something else.
Something else.
That's all I can think of. Something else. Wealthy and rich. You got to be a rich and wealthy man and something else. I don't know who them is, but in them.
Oh yeah, especially in them. True story.
So but yeah, man, he blessed me with 2 the first time, and I had to put on my big boy drawers and get this thing on and popping, and I could have done better with it, but that's here nor there. But we here now.
Right.
My experience growing up seeing my mom and dad together and them having kids, and I was always a big Cosby Show fan, so I always wanted to be like Cliff Huxtable and have a big family when I was little. So, I mean, I always saw myself being a father. Seeing it with my parents, and like I said, seeing it with the Cosby Show. I just, I even wanted to be an obstetrician gynecologist.
What?
Obstetrician gynecologist, what Cliff was. What Bill Cosby was on the show.
Had babies?
Yeah.
Oh. Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Osmotricious?
Obstetrician gynecologist.
I didn't know that.
I got the gynecologist part right, but
Yeah, I bet you did. No studying involved.
none.
So, okay. So what kind of parent did you want to be versus the parent you became? That right there, I don't know. I think I became the parent that I wanted to be. I think I could have been more better with disciplining versus spoiling. Versus just giving it to you versus you earning it, making you believe that your failure is a success just as well as your success is a success. So
Say that 5 times fast.
your failure was that one. Yeah. So that's my answer right there.
So me personally, what kind of parent did I wanted to be versus the parent I became? I wanted to be the parent to be able to provide and give my child everything. That's the parent I wanted to be.
Right. Okay.
I wanted to have a big house. The perfect family. I wanted to have a perfect family. My family right now is not perfect, but I think I did all right.
Right.
I mean, but yeah, I wanted the perfect family. Wanted the big house, wanted the backyard. Picket fence, the whole nine. But
Well, me touching on this topic, what kind of parent that I want to be versus the parent that I became. I'm gonna say this, and I know they say, be who you are, be yourself, don't be like nobody else. I wanted to be the parent that my father was. I did, because he had so much structure, he had so much ambition, he had so much protection with his, with his strive that he had, and I wanted to be like him. And I think I achieved that goal a little, but not all the way. I think I would want to be more like him, in the long run. Even though he left me at a young age, I could have found out who he was while I'm older now. That way I would know more on how to be a parent, but I would want to be like my father with parenting.
But Smoke, to not lose the audience, you said left you. You lost him.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anybody to think your father walked out your life.
Oh, yeah.
You say, you left me.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I know they should probably know by now if they're keeping up.
Yeah,
but just
yeah.
for you that's not keeping up. You know what I'm saying?
He passed away in '93, so
Right.
it wasn't a time where it wasn't that adult person that he seen out of me or whatever. So and
Correct.
so I can't sit up here and tell you how he was as me growing older, how he was parenting me, but from the time that he was around on this earth, whatever, he was a damn good dad, and I would want myself I wanted myself to be a reflection of him like that. You know, this is how I want to raise my kids, because look at me, I'm a living proof.
Yeah. And the crazy part about it, you with the little time you had with him, you still remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
And at least you still had them gems and jewels to instill. Well, you did instill in your kids, and even in your younger kid, that at least you can pass them on. You know what I'm saying? Like versus my father just walked away, and I had nothing to give my kids to say I learned this from my dad, but to walk away. And why did I walk away? I'm still clueless.
What kind of parent did I want to be versus the parent you became? Piggyback off of Big Tank, I wanted to be that parent that could provide good. Get your kids everything that they dream of, this, that, and that. I wanted to be that. Reality couldn't be that way. But what I became was a better listener, a better understanding of my kids, instead of just always discipline. I had to honestly take on more of a listening and understanding, because each generation gets tougher. Our parents' generation, then us, it got tougher. Each generation gets tougher, and kids go through more stuff. So this next generation, our kids' generation, it got tougher. So they going through more stuff. They going through more problems. So I had to learn how to stop being such a disciplinary and listen and just take heed of their feelings and stuff like that. So that's what I became.
Yeah.
So were you trying to break generational curses from your father? And I'm while they ponder, I'm gonna say yes. The father I never had, and the stuff I endured growing up without a father, learning how to fight, learning how to play sports, learning how to be me, learning identity, learning how to talk to a woman, be with a woman, all these different things. I never had nobody to teach me that. You know, my pop, when I was 6, went to jail and came home when I was, 18, 19, and still didn't want to, went into then he seen him again in my 20s. Now I got my kids. I don't want you to be no father, but we can start over. You could be a grandfather. And that wasn't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, to subject my kids from pain and all that craziness, I just said F it. You know what I mean? You don't have no grandfather. And I don't know if I'm wrong in the eyes of whoever, but to me, I'm right. You know what I mean? And I left that situation where it's at. You know what I mean? God be with that guy, and hopefully, one day he get it. But I didn't follow his steps. I did the total opposite, you know what I mean? And I didn't walk away from him, not one time, not one time. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll take this one. Generational curse. Love my father to death. Love my father to death, love my father to death. And I'm not going to take nothing from him from chastising me. Because when at a young age, I felt it was like, you know what, I'm about to call 1-800 child abuse or whatever. Because he used to put his foot in my ass. Balls. Foot in my ass, I'm telling you. Actually, at that time, when he said he was going to put his foot in my ass, it wasn't even no pause back there. He put his foot in my ass. Like, you know what I mean? On some real shit. But at that time, I thought it was like abuse. I'm like, damn, he's abusing me or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Things is not right. This is not right. But as I grew older and as I am 46 right now, I'm glad he whooped my ass for the dumbest shit, because it got me ready for manhood. It got me ready to deter the stupid shit that's going to come at me within the world and stuff like that. It had me have a different mindset. I mean, I'm in tune with my adult manhood. You know what I'm saying? Because he laid hands on me, and that was cool, and I'm cool with that. So to break it a little bit, I wouldn't want to put my hands on my kids and all that other stuff, whatever. But it was a life lesson for me.
And we don't want to,
Sure,
but I
for
mean,
sure.
like, I didn't as much, but I should have. You know, I mean, because it's not so I'm hurting you. I'm just teaching you that I need you to listen to what I'm saying. And you know.
So for me, were you trying to break a generational curse from your father? I want to say, kind of, yeah. My father, not only that I got, 4 whole brothers and sisters, but I got 5 on half brothers and sisters. So yeah, I wasn't out there. I didn't want to be like my dad and have a bunch of kids on the side.
Right.
Opposed to having the kids I got now, a bunch of kids on the side. So
Right.
yeah, and I did. I broke that curse. I didn't have a bunch of kids on the side. But I love all my brothers and sisters just as equal.
Right.
Yeah, but it's only curse. It's only generational curse. That I wanted to break.
Okay.
My generational curse I wanted to break was probably my dad was a good provider. He loved us dearly. He did everything he could to provide for us. Only generational curse I can think of is he didn't have his father in his life. So, him connecting a little bit, father, son, father, daughter, was kind of, he did, but he could have did a little bit better. So I broke the generational curse, like I said, on the last topic, just understanding and being able to talk to my kids a little bit more, my sons a little bit more. So that's the generational curse I broke.
Okay. All right. So, what are you doing now to prepare your children to be better parents?
Giving them guidance. At a certain age, when your kids get a certain age or whatever, it's not telling them what to do. It's not making them do what you want them to do. Sometimes it's just when they get that certain age, it's all about, oh man, you know what? I can't stop them from doing this because they're gonna do it anyway. You know what I mean? So all it is like, okay, well, now that you're a little bit mature and you start to smell yourself, you start to feel yourself or whatever. All right, so let me grab your shoulders and tell you, go this way, go that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about guidance now.
And on top of that, gems. Just giving them gems to succeed. Trying to be their good person on their shoulder. No matter where they go, they taking my words of advice with them. And constantly encouraging. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be here to disrespect you. I want you to be here to win. I don't want you to fear me. I want you to love me and trust me through any situation. I'm here to make sure you're great versus watch you fall. And you get in arguments with your kids, I got to make mistakes. No, if I had somebody to teach me before I made all the mistakes I made, I'd probably be, a better person than I am. Y'all probably wouldn't be here as far as my kids. But if I'm sitting here trying to teach you, I don't want you to fall. You know what I'm saying? And I hate when the kids want to go against you. Oh, yeah, listen, just stop being hard-headed. Stop trying to follow the in crowd. Just listen. That's about it.
Yeah, for me, what I'm doing now, I'm just trying to install as much good and greatness into them as possible, giving them the best education, giving them old school wisdom and knowledge that I learned from my father and people that was older. Mm-hmm. Just trying to install great stuff in them so they can just stay on the straight and narrow possible path as they can. That's all you can do, really. I mean, because as you know, as we all know, kids no matter what school they go to, what you done taught them, what you instilled in them, they'll do what they want to do anyway.
True.
So just trying to and praying for them. That's what I'm doing too. I'm praying over my kids, man. I pray over my kids, man, and hope that they can just stay on the right path, do the right thing, and that's it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm just piggyback off of all your it's guidance. I'm just showing guidance, making sure that they know how to love and discipline at the same time. Sometimes we get caught up in just discipline. I'm just trying to teach both sides and understanding, because they in a different time than we grew up in, and it's a lot going on. So they could take that away, and I mean, they'll be some good parents. My boys will definitely be some good parents.
Okay. So last but not least, right? How do you feel about fathering someone else's child as your own?
I mean, I can speak on this one because I got 2 step kids. It's like, you know, now they consider my kids. I mean, but I was when I was met my wife. She had 2 kids already, and I had 1. And I said, it's like once you start feeding them and clothing them and raising them, it's like they become your own now, and they become yours. You don't even look at my stepkids no more. Like, this is my daughter, this is my son. You know what I mean? You know, my son had 3 kids. They my grandkids now.
Right.
You know, he done had 3 beautiful boys. You know, so that's how I look at it now. Like I don't look at it as being a stepfather no more. Just don't.
I never raised no other kids outside of my kids, but I did participate in helping the upbringing of my son from another situation, sister, because his sister was the same age as my daughter at the time. So when I would go get my son, I would get her to come play with my daughter, and she became attached to me, whereas though she looked at me as like another type father figure, or a leader, or a good guy. And whatever I do for my daughter, I would do for her as well to make her feel comfortable. If I was to go to the store and buy my daughter a coat, I would get her a coat as well. I mean, just to make her feel, like she a part of, like they sisters. So but I never had that the pleasure of raising someone else's kids. But I think if I was to do that, I think I would be the same. I still would, I believe, had the same result. You know what I mean? As far as the respect, love, and things like that. Yeah.
I mean, me personally, had a couple situations when with kids. You just you take them on as your own. That's all I really can say. You be a fool not to. Like, you just be you be an asshole if you didn't. So, woman with kids, you take them on as your own. You love her, you gotta love them. That's part of the package.
If you're raising those kids, you're another ass nigga.
Yeah.
I had to throw that in.
I mean, if we you don't raise kids with somebody, you another ass nigga. If we want to keep it mainstream or whatever, if you digging that nappy dugout.
Dugout.
Nah, that's old school word there.
You know what I'm saying? You better take care of them kids too.
You gotta say snappy first. Snappy yabby.
Snappy yabby. I tried to curb it as much as I could. That's why I said nappy.
I ain't heard that word in a long time.
Nappy dugout. That's PG-13 because nobody really,
So with the snappy nappy dugout with some snappy coochie?
Yeah, snap. Because every time I think about snappy, I think about like a snapper.
Oh yeah,
a fish.
Oh yeah. So they got a snappy pussy. That's that burn.
Nappy dugout.
I just think about nappy dugout as just nappy and something dug out.
So the hair nappy, I'm just saying.
I got that from Tank anyway, so
I remember. All right, so let's move on to the game. Real father or no? So we're gonna say real father or do better. So the first one is shows up financially, but never emotionally. I'll say do better. With my first son, out of 5 kids, my first son, which was not with my wife, but before my wife, growing up, I paid child support, and when he came over, I bought him new clothes or new sneakers, but he stayed more with somebody watching him while I went and did what I wanted to do, versus me being there emotionally, talking and let's do this. Like I did it, but I didn't do it enough. I could have did it way more, you know. But I was immature. I was lost, and you know, I thought I was somebody I wasn't, you know. So yeah, I say for me, do better.
Do better.
Yeah, definitely do better.
Yeah.
Definitely do better. You gotta be there emotionally too.
Yeah, you definitely do. You know what I mean? If you're not there, I feel like if you're not there emotionally, you ain't there.
Right.
Anybody can buy some stuff.
Get some money.
You know what I mean? If you're not
child
there,
support
you know
or-
what? Some of these fathers out
Yeah,
here
definitely, yeah.
don't even know their kid's favorite color.
True story.
Don't even know their kid's favorite thing to eat. Don't even know what their kid's allergic to.
True story.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It gets deep.
Okay. All right. So you want to move on?
Yeah.
Okay. So treats stepchildren differently, but biological kids. Hold up.
Then
Treats stepchildren differently than biological kids.
Do better.
You gotta do better.
Do
Tank?
better.
Do better. You gotta
Yeah.
do better. You can't treat them differently. You gotta treat them all the same.
Yeah, but it's
Maybe they're in the same household with you. Like, how would you treat them better? Like, that's just crazy to me.
So Christmas, like I don't know. Christmas, you already gonna go above and beyond for your kids, but
No, for all of them.
I'm just saying for kids that's not your kids, you match the same energy.
Yeah, match the same energy, man.
Okay.
Match the same energy.
Like we talking about the fathers in their life.
I'm not matching the same energy. I'm sorry, especially if their dad is in their life.
Okay. Yeah.
And they live with you?
They live with you, but they
they live
still
with you.
do things.
No.
I mean, I give them a couple things, but I'm not. I ain't gonna give them as much as I give my
You
biological.
can't say that because you don't do that in that situation.
I'm not. You correct.
Yeah, you can't say
correct.
that. You can't even speak on that.
But I can say what I would do, but I
No,
know
you
it might
can't.
change.
You really can't say what you're gonna do because you don't know what you're gonna do. You
But
never
see-
was put in that situation. You're not gonna sit here. If my kid, my daughter live with me, and my son, my biological son don't even live with me.
Right.
He don't even live with me.
It
But my
depends on-
stepdaughter live with me.
It depends on
You feel
what
me?
type. It depends on what caliber your relationship is in with the mother.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it shouldn't.
I think
It
so.
shouldn't, but because the kid ain't really got nothing to do with that. But it do play a part though. It plays a part. Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, you know,
but it shouldn't.
But let me rewind.
Because the kid didn't ask to be here.
If the kid
You feel me?
respect me in that type of sense, and he's not like always fighting me or being disrespectful, then I change that. I take that back. I would do more, but even if it's the other way around, you go a couple things. Okay, just to appreciate the type of situation, and I'll leave it at that.
Then you're gonna have that kid to grow up to really hate you. Then.
But that's not
But
true.
once they see,
I'm not
listen,
going to
let me tell you
disrespect you.
something.
It's about gifts.
No, yeah, it gives me a lot when it comes to for kids, man. Let me tell you, ask you, all right, say for instance, you in the household, right?
Right.
You know, you got your son, your daughter, you got another son, daughter, your stepdaughter. That's if you had that situation going on.
Correct.
And you give them 1 or 2 things, you turn around, you can give your biological kids 10 things. They see that. They see that. Like you don't think them kids gonna feel that way? They say that, Dad, you gave me 1 or 2 things, you give her 10 things. Or you always, when you come around, you say, hey, I'm gonna take you to the movies, son. I'm gonna take you to the movies, daughter, but never take that one to the movies. So they're gonna see, they're gonna hate you for that, G.
No, but that's different. You add this stuff now. We talking about gifts now.
No, we
If
talking-
if we going out to dinner or going out, I'm going to take you.
But
with us.
once you, well, listen, but
But
once
I
you,
can say once you
once you
incorporate all that,
bias,
then
you bias
use it,
everything, though, G.
No,
It
but
ain't be
see,
just gifts.
I
It's be
can't-
bias and everything.
But if your father's there, giving your mom money for you,
That has nothing to do with you and the
Y'all
kids,
got
though.
nothing-
That has nothing to do with you and the
Listen,
kids.
but I'm just saying, the father is
That
helping.
sounds real petty to me, though.
It don't.
It sounds real
So-
petty to me. When you sit
It's
here,
giving petty.
it's giving
It's
petty.
giving petty.
It's definitely giving petty.
Okay,
Like, you
well-
just sit here and say, yeah, because the father do this and that for him, I'm just gonna do this for you.
I'm
That's
gonna
it.
get you one toy.
I bet you one
But
choice.
it's not one toy. It is the fact. It depends on the situation or how much I'm going to help. If there's a situation where they got a father that's heavily supportive, I'm not going to let you keep that money and not match the energy that I'm matching for my kids. So, like, no, come on. If the father wasn't there and he's not supportive, I have no choice. It's a difference. If the father there, no. If the father ain't there, I got no choice.
That has nothing to do
That
with
got
you.
nothing to do
G.
with it.
That
Yeah.
has
It don't
nothing
have
to do with you,
me,
G.
but that's my money,
If
that's
that
my
father,
pocket,
if
that's
that
my
father is
decision.
in his life or not, that
It
has
don't have
nothing
nothing to do with you. You still with the mom.
Exactly.
You
You
still
still
with
with
the
the
mom.
mom. You still. That's
So you would do that?
Yeah, I do
The
that.
father is
the
giving,
father there giving child support, coming even still giving gifts. I'm still giving that
you don't
child
treat them
gifts like it's
different.
mine.
So you buy Shorty a PlayStation
You don't treat
5
them. Yeah, you don't treat
and
them.
your son a PlayStation
No, you
5.
buy one for the whole house.
You
It's in the same
Wait,
house.
Martin.
That's crazy. You got a separate name for the kid.
Martin,
That's
was
crazy. You even got a separate name for him.
I was
You
born in Arizona.
can't do that, dog. You
Nah,
can't.
Smoke.
You buy one PlayStation and they share that.
Smoke. You buy 2 PlayStation Smoke?
I'm not saying buy 2 PlayStations. Why would you need 2 PlayStations, G?
Because
Why the heck would you need 2 PlayStations, G?
he got his room. He got his room.
No, you don't need no 2
Yeah,
PlayStations,
these
dog.
kids don't like to share.
Did you have 2 PlayStations when you was coming up?
I was
Did
on.
you had 2
I was the only
Nintendos?
boy.
No, your sister play games too.
She ain't play no game.
Man, she play games too.
She did.
My sister play games.
She's 6 years younger than me. We're on the same level.
Yeah, but y'all still, she still
No.
play games, G.
She never played.
I bet you I call her right now. She play games.
She not even answering the phone.
I tell you
What I'm
one
saying.
thing, she don't play no games right now.
Yeah, right now.
Well, we don't be conversating.
But what I'm saying
Bottom
is,
line
G,
is smoke.
you don't have to buy two.
You have to buy
They're
two,
not going to
man.
buy a $500 game for 2 separate kids. No, you're
will.
not.
You
You're going
will.
to tell them, "Look, y'all got to share that.
That was back in the day.
That's now too, G.
no.
So you buy your son, you do it to you do it with a PlayStation, your son with an Xbox. You buy them 2 separate games.
You get a Nintendo Switch. You get an
A
iPad.
Switch, no,
you
a
get
Switch. That Switch don't cost $500.
Shit costs $400.
A Switch is like $300, man.
$400.
I bought my son a
It's
Switch.
different type of switches.
Either way, G-La, you gotta
Listen.
do the same that you would do for your kids if you messing with a girl with kids.
It depends.
You just have
It
to.
depends. It depends on the situation.
Man,
How-
you're gonna be
If they
hated.
older,
You're gonna be
if
hated.
they older teenagers and disrespect you, I can see your statement. I can see what you're saying.
Okay,
But
okay.
if they little kids,
Yes.
like no, you have
Yes.
to do
I
that.
think y'all missing what I'm saying.
No.
Y'all making it like I'm saying F the shorty.
You answer after kids, man.
Now listen, I'm telling Shorty,
Sorry, Mark.
if his father is there,
It has nothing to do with
no,
you.
No.
You still digging in the box.
Tank, you got your way, I got my way. If the father's you
Nothing to do with
so
you.
you raised, so your perspective is way stronger.
Exactly.
And I
It has
understand
nothing
that.
to do with you.
But I'm coming from the outside of what you've been through. If the father is taking care of his son, he's going to match that energy on Christmas and birthdays. When we go to the movies, we go to the dinner, I'm going to cover that. I'm going to take care of that. We go out, I'm going to take care of
Why
that.
you can't do it on Christmas?
If the father is matching my energy
That
with his
don't-
own child,
But
I
that
should
don't.
have to.
But that don't. You around this child every day.
I get you a one. Your dad with your, I buy you a couple games. True story. But let's move on. I don't want to stay on that. I ain't going to stay. Smoke. You want to say something on that, Smoke?
Listen, fuck them kids.
All right, so let's move on to the next one, right? Blames the child mother for his absence.
Do better.
Do better.
Yeah, I say do better too, because I did that. And that's why I ended up how I ended up. I blame our arguments and us going through what we going through and me not want to be around her. And so if I ain't want to be around her, I ain't want to be around him. And that's
Definitely
yeah.
do better because, like I said, that's in 90% of the relationships. That's what happens. I mean, when a mom and dad is off you know,
Yeah.
that he be off with the kids.
And that's called a nut ass nigga. In my Gilly voice. Yeah, he was a nut ass nigga.
nigga.
And I was a nut ass nigga. True story.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to elaborate on that?
There's definitely a do better.
Yes, definitely do better. God.
Definitely.
Dang.
Definitely.
Last but not least,
Hands down.
chooses growth even when it's uncomfortable.
Real fuck.
Yeah. That's
Real father, yeah.
father.
Definitely real
Why
father.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely gotta choose growth.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta choose growth because you know, like I said in the other joint, you ain't a real father if you don't accept growth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Let me say something. Real fathers, that shit don't happen overnight. You got to do something to become a real father. You got to go through the stuff that you don't want to go through. You got to take the losses that you don't want to take. You got to spend the money that you don't want to spend. You got to spend the time that you don't want to spend. You see what I'm saying? You got to, you can't let nothing take your focus off what's the main goal in raising this child. Because this child ain't asked to be here. You see what I'm saying? And just because you frustrated or y'all going through something, you can't take it out on a child. I learned from experience. You see what I'm saying? I was wrong. Wrong is wrong. I wish I can go back. I wish I can fix it. You see what I'm saying? But I wouldn't, because I wouldn't have the kids I have now that I love to death. I wouldn't be in the lifestyle that I am today. I wouldn't be who I am. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad my son grew up to be a great, great individual. Mm-hmm. And we can still communicate, we can talk, we can reminisce. You see what I'm saying? But I still know he harbored pain. And one day we're going to have a great conversation where you actually can talk to me and tell me, son, Dad, what's wrong? But at the end of the day, it's your boy G Love.
Tank.
Breeze.
Smoke Diddy.
And this is the Unks. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to another episode. And we hope you enjoyed this episode. And we hope you take something from this episode if you're a father or believe you're a real father and hear some things and see if you're a real father or not. You know, I'm not saying we're the best fathers in the world, but we're real fathers.
Yeah. Put them guns down, young boys, and bust that juice.
You know, I'm going to say this, that, and this and that, and then whatever.
We out.